Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of the Interview Line. इंटरव्यू लाइन के जरिए हम कुछ ऐसे लोगों को आपके सामने लाते हैं जो अपने अंदर अलग अलग क्षमताएं और अलग अलग टैलेंट्स को एक्सप्लोर कर रहे हैं. At Unakriti, we help you tap your avatars through coaching, counseling, and web development, studio services, and cloud hosting too. And through this series, you will meet some fabulous people just like today, someone who's going to share their journey from army boots to stilettos. Major Cherry Singh, as she is lovingly called, retired from Army a few years back, but she has an exciting journey of having a fascinating career as a woman in Army. Her photographs still is on the hoarding of Indian Army recruitment drives to attract talent in the posts at the Army. Also, when she retired, she created a whole new career for herself and works at a very senior level in human resources right now. She's also a single mother, and she's going to share a lot of things with us, which will definitely inspire us to explore different and multiple potentials in our own lives. So welcome, Cherry, Major Cherry, to the Interview Line. We are really delighted to have you.
Namaskar, everyone. And thank you so much, Namita, for giving me this opportunity. It's such a pleasure. आप लोग सबसे बात करने का मौका मिल रहा है. I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity. Pleasure is all mine.
Pleasure is ours too, and we're really happy to have you on this channel. So let's get started, Cherry, with your journey. You joined Army at a time that, it was not one of the preferred profession for a lot of people, and specifically for women. और आपने वहाँ पे अपनी एक जगह बनाई. How did it all start? How did you go about making a special place for you in the Indian Armed Forces? Let's hear about that potential, that avatar of you first.
So I decided to join Army when I was a kid. I was very small. छोटे में ही decide किया था because Papa is from the Armed Forces. My father was serving. So उनको uniform में देखे, that was very, very motivating for me that मुझे भी ये पहनना है. I want to wear those shoes. So many a times I would wear his shoes. घर में घूमना, Papa uniform उतारेंगे, just wear that uniform and move around. So that was, I think, the starting point for me to dream something which did not exist at that point in time. I started dreaming about it when I was just 10 years old. And 1988, I guess, nobody had heard about Army में कभी भी women officers को induct कर सकते हैं. So the journey started from there. I think अगर आपको कुछ करना होता है, पहले उसका सपना ढूंढो, देखो. And I think if you actually dream about it, you start thinking about it, the whole world start, working around it to make it possible for you. That's what happened for me. 92 is the time when the first lady officers का induction हुआ Indian Army में. And I saw them, and my father was fortunately posted in a location जहाँ पे lady officers had come for training. So I saw them. I was so thrilled to see those women and in uniform. What a pride moment for, everyone. I mean, they're walking shoulder to shoulder to men. It was quite a motivating sight for me. And I thought I need to follow that. And I decided that I want to join the armed forces. And in 99, I cleared my SSB. And the moment I cleared my SSB, I joined the academy. And I remember when I thought of joining this, and uncles and aunties would ask me, "Beta, aap kya karna chahte ho 12th ke baad?" And I would say, "I want to be like you, uncle." And they would be like, "Arey ladkiyan to, you should become a doctor, yeah, engineering karo. Aajkal air hostess, there's a new profession which has come if you like traveling. Explore that." But I think this was something I wanted to break the stereotype. Why can't we do what you are doing? Why can't I hold a gun in my hand? Why can't I be part of the Indian Armed Forces? I think that was the journey, and I thought I would want to join that profession where very few women officers are there. And at that point in time, if I have to look at it, 0.2% women were there against 13 lakhs officers of the whole population of India. And even today, it is 0.5%, which is 6,000 women officers in the Indian Army against almost 13 lakhs officers again. So I think it has been a good journey, good decision, and I gave a lot to that profession of what I am today.
10 साल की उम्र से एक सपना अपनी आंखों में रखना और उसको एक्चुअली में सच्चाई बनाना आसान नहीं है. सपने तो बहुत देखते हैं, काफी लोग देखते हैं, but to actually convert those dreams into reality calls a lot of it. So it's like holding that vision that this is how I see myself. You know, as kids, we all do certain things and we get those as inspirations from people around us. I could actually visualize a little girl wearing those big army boots and moving around and, trying to be that person and imbibing those qualities. So breaking the stereotypes is definitely not easy. And I think you've done really well in ensuring that you are following your passion, you're following your heart, and not getting stopped because people said there are alternate professions available, which of course is. And each profession is important. But the key message that's coming out is कि आपने अपने आप को ये कहकर चुप नहीं करा दिया कि ठीक है जो सब बोल रहे हैं वैसे भी कितने लोग ज्वाइन करते हैं इंडियन आर्मी को औरतों में से तो क्या बड़ी बात हो जाएगी. I think it's quite a big deal. But I'm sure the way you have shared the kind of environment that existed and family में जिस तरह का environment था, even though you belong to a family where there were army professionals, it would not have been easy. Breaking the stereotypes requires a lot of courage, and that comes along with a lot of effort that you have to make. So what are some of the challenges when you had to make this potential real that you had to confront and you had to, really keep moving forward with?
So Navita, challenges started from home. I come from a Punjabi family, and let's look at it. I mean, agar aap 1999 ki baat kare, when I chose this profession, North India mein abhi bhi, we look at girls as, you complete your graduation, ya aap apna teaching mein chale jaएं, ya B.Ed karen, ya, you do such certain things where you are along with your husband, and uske baad shaadi karen, and then you kind of raise a family. That's the mindset even today is there in North India. Breaking that, I think, started from the home. Papa was serving that time. He was in uniform. तब तक कुछ lady officers के batches already induct हो चुके थे, and Papa was looking at those challenges those women were facing in the unit. And it's not wrong from a father's point of view. He had his own mindset that, how will my daughter, जिनको आप अपने नाजों से पालते हैं, कहते हैं अपनी बेटी को, then he look at, you think about it, how will she cope up with this kind of a hardship? People look at women as some kind of an alien who's come. आप exercise में गए हैं, उनकी protection का ध्यान रखना है, are they going to stay in the tents? Those challenges were there initially. Have a separate washrooms for them. In case you're in forward areas, what are the precautions unit के एक CO को देखना है या अपने दिमाग में रखना है? Those are all challenges. And the challenges started from there. And even after commissioning, when I joined the unit, very difficult. I mean, there are officers who are older than you. Of course, there are many, different range. There are JCOs, there are senior people who've been in the Palton for years together. Unka experience is almost 35, 40 years. Aap udhar chale jaएं, as a lieutenant, you're an officer and people are saluting you. And the first thing they will look at is you as lady officer, and many times people won't salute. And you would stop and, you do not want to, as they say, you can't demand respect. You have to prove your worth. I think as a lady officer, even in the armed forces, mujhe har ek step mein I had to prove that I am worth it. And if they expect you in the morning that my whole Palton will run at 5 o'clock in the morning and they'll go for a run for 5 kilometers, I have to be there in the front. I can't say I'm a lady, I can't run 5 kilometers. No, so I had to prove myself. So you have to be there as an idol for people to believe that you're here for a reason. And आप जो करने के लिए आए हैं, आप हमारे बीच में, आप एक ऑफिसर हैं, हमारे इक्वल हैं. वो जो इक्वालिटी है वो आपको खुद बिल्ड करनी पड़ती है. अगर हम खुद एज अ लेडी सोचने लग जाए, आई एम अ लेडी ऑफिसर, आई कैन गेट अप, or I have my monthly some problems and I have stomach ache, or I can't go for PT, or I can't do this, people do look at it because you're very rare. Out of 15 officers there or 500 men there, you're one. So if you don't come up for any of the parades, get noticed. So those are some disadvantages of being a rare commodity. But I think those challenges makes you very strong. And one has to become stronger in the mind to face those challenges. And I'm very happy the organization gave that opportunity, and Army also accepted. And today there are many lady officers who are doing very well today in the armed forces. So very happy with that change.
Yeah, yeah. One of the things with standing out कि बाहर का कोई अगर कुछ बोले या discourage करे तो हम फिर भी we can turn a blind eye and we can say ठीक है, how much do they know us? But establishing your own wishes in front of your own very family and people you look up to at home, like your parents or हमारे जो जानकार uncles and aunts and friends होते हैं, उनको convince करना बहुत ही बड़ा challenge होता है. So that I can totally get it, because a lot of times when I've been working as a coach with people, family support कैसे अपने लिए create करें, एक बहुत बड़ा उसमें उसका रोल रहता है. दूसरा आपने जो बोला कि environment of the place or the culture that we come from comes along with us. हम अपने आप को उससे separate out नहीं कर सकते. If I am part of a specific culture or an organization, cultures and organizations are also made of a mindset. Instead of fighting it out and rebelling it out, it really helps to understand, like you said, that I'm thankful that the organization gave those opportunities, and because we are dealing with human beings and they will have their own mindsets. It's not that they are intentionally targeting us for something. They've never seen something like that before. तो कहीं ना कहीं वो benefit of doubt देके आगे बढ़ते रहना है, रुकना नहीं है, holding that negativity or holding that wrong intentions towards people, because sometimes people may be doing things because they don't really mean it, but because that's been part of their conditioning. You have been able to somewhere, I would say, break that conditioning by being on the front, ensure करते रहना कि आप अपने आप को कोई कारण नहीं दे रहे हैं. कई दफा हम वो victim mindset भी बना देते हैं कि अरे I won't be able to do it, I don't have that physical strength, I don't have that mental strength. अपने आगे अपने ही दिक्कतों से भी आगे बढ़ना एक नजरिया निकल के आ रहा है आपकी बात से. That's wonderful to hear. And then from army to HR position, from army boots to stilettos, right? So you currently working at a very senior HR position, and आपकी वो भी एक journey रही है. So when your army stint ended and you found yourself कि अब क्या, वहां पे किस तरह से नया मोड़ आया आपके जीवन में? How did you then go about it and explore newer potentials?
So I never wanted to leave army. I was very passionate about armed forces. Papa was very proud. My both brothers are still serving. They're twins. They are in the uniform today. My brother-in-law was in the Air Force. So we were a complete knit of armed forces in the house, and never wanted to quit. Very passionate. But then army was at that point in time was not offering a permanent commissioning. And I'm talking way back in 2006 when I decided कि अब मुझे कोई और career path choose करना चाहिए, because 14 years के बाद I had taken an extension. And after the extension, I thought I'll complete this extension period and they'll ask me, now you go. And then your age is already, you've crossed 35. And corporate as a culture, they do want armed forces. They're very inviting. I mean, they encourage armed forces people to join the corporate. But then they also have a limitation with respect to the age. They want fresh people at the younger age to come, bring in that change, bring in that discipline, bring those values, what you have in the army. That really adds on to your profile. So I was like, let me just kind of do a program from MDI Gurgaon. And I did that. And I got placed with the corporate, with one of the BFSI sector, with one of the securities company as a zonal HR head for Northeast India. And I thought that was a big responsibility being given as a first job. But then what matters by the end of it is, if you have it in you, if you have the right attitude in you, if you have that passion to bring in that change, and all it is required is carry on with those values that you have and adjust into the new environment. So I could adapt very easily because I had seen a different culture across the armed forces, being posted in different units, facing different kind of culture, different states, different locations, interacting with different kind of people. And army has people across from the, from India, from all the states. So you're actually very full of diversity, meet all kind of people. It became very easy to kind of adapt myself in the corporate world. But that decision came just because Army at that point in time was not offering a full-time employment. But today, I'm very happy that they have, and the women officers are permanently commissioned in the armed forces. So that's a big change in the last 18, 19 years that I see today. So that brought me here where I am today.
Yeah, I know. So sometimes you can't go back in time, because if you would have been, you would have possibly been commissioned right now also and serving still. But that again gave you an opportunity to explore a new potential in you because of the circumstances that came about. One thing which is standing out for me, Cherry, you did not take it for granted that because you've served and you have so much of experience in one field, you can straight away jump into another field just like that. You did have to go back to school, pick up a newer qualification, which gave more credibility. Age must have come in, because yes, there are certain norms that we have to confront when we are choosing a line of work, but that didn't stop you again. So getting a qualification gave you that confidence, and then you did get posted. Another thing that's coming out for me over here is that your experience that you had in the armed forces did come handy, because your adaptability to adjust into a new environment, getting posted wherever your organization is sending you, and also that confidence in the organization for your capabilities, because you've been into a different space which requires for much more strength and much more courage. I think it's a win-win from both the point of views.
Absolutely.
So making that path in human resources, starting with a complete fresh outlook, going back to school at an age where people feel like now it's time to settle and everything, would have brought its own views, and then carving your path in the corporate career. How was that for you in terms of moving up the ladder when you have joined a fresh new career, not at the time when most of the people do, and still creating a space for yourself?
It was very difficult, actually. When I joined, I had already had working in the Army experience. That was 7 years. So when I joined the corporate, I was treated as a fresher from college. So all my counterparts who were in the corporate, they were way ahead. Then, your profile was bigger. But we could see from the experience point of view, people would look at you that you've just come from the armed forces and you probably do not know this in the corporate. I think corporate is no different. There were challenges across moving into different organizations. I've only worked last 15 years that I've post my Army. I have worked with only 4 organizations. So I've given 5 years, and one organization I worked for close to about 18 months. It had its own set of challenges. People do, you're not used to that kind of, Army is very autocratic. They tell you this is to be done and you're supposed to go and follow that. You can't come up and stand in front of your commanding officer and say, no, I will do this. So when I moved from the armed forces to the corporate, the first change that I had to bring in me is not say yes to everything, because it was a very different culture, and corporate did accept you to give ideas, to come up with creative ideas, to bring in those changes in the organization, and people were open to those ideas. So bringing that change in me in the first year was very difficult, because all I had done was, understand what is expected from me to do, and I've done that, and now I'm expected to think through and bring in those changes. So that was one big change in my life. I had to think through. So when you start doing that, what you've not done, 7 saal aapne koi cheez nahi kari, and all of a sudden you're given that opportunity to now do that, you have so many ideas, you have so many things that are running in your mind, you want to bring in change, you're excited, and then you obviously get into, and you do get into confrontations, because you want things to move in a certain speed, because that speed is one thing, agility is one thing, what I've learned, and I would want to move in the same fashion. But then I learned that every organization has different requirement. Agility is required, but could be in a different form. It cannot be measured in the same platform when you're talking about all the organization have different policies and processes. But change that is required to be brought in you is to be there, believe in yourself that you can do that. There will be confrontation. People will kind of snub you sometimes. They would say this is not how it is, or somebody would try to say that I'm better than you or whatever. But believing in yourself that I can do it, even if I don't have that technical skill set today, I will gain that. I'll learn it on the ground, through books, through my experience, through a mentor. I have mentors today. I used to speak to a couple of people. You've been one. I've shared a lot with you in the previous organization where we worked together, Namita. I think we've had those kind of connections with people who help you, direct you in the right direction. Aapko kis taraf jana hai, and they direct you with the experience that they have. And I never shied. मुझे वो शर्म नहीं आई कि मैं अपने से जूनियर से पूछूं कि ये कैसे होता है, क्योंकि मैं एक डिफरेंट कल्चर से आई हूँ, मुझे नहीं पता आउटलुक कैसे काम करता है. द फर्स्ट डे आई केम आई वाज वेरी सरप्राइज. आउटलुक में मेल्स चेक होती हैं और आप मेल भेजो अप्रूवल के लिए, विद इन सेकंड अप्रूवल आ जाता है, बिकॉज ऑल आई हैड डन वाज मैनुअल अप्रूवल्स ऑन पेपर which used to take 3 days probably. So it was very exciting for me to see the technology, but I did not know technology at that point in time. I did not shy away learning. I sat down with people who are senior to me as mentors. I had junior people who could teach me on the ground, on the operations side. Ask. When in doubt, ask. I am not going to say I'm a zonal HR head or I'm a very senior HR. तो मैं किसी से पूछूंगी नहीं, मेरे को कैसे देखेंगे, नहीं. मुझे अगर डाउट है मैं पूछूंगी, and I'll clear my doubt so that I'm confident enough to handle it. And when they say, अगर आप किसी चीज को change करना चाहते हैं, you have to be part of it. Unless I know what is there, I will not be able to bring in those changes. So I think that is one mindset which I brought in, and it has helped me all this while.
Absolutely, absolutely. I totally agree with you because बहुत बार जब मैं as a transformation coach लोगों की help करती हूँ to craft a new career for themselves after spending, and these could be people from different walks of life and different age groups. They could be young as well as somebody who's working at a very बहुत senior level pay, like a chief operating officer or chief executive officer, and transitioning and getting clarity. Few things do come at the fore. Enablers उसमें जो मुझे आपकी जर्नी से लग रहे हैं clearly is willingness to learn new things. कि क्योंकि इतने साल एक तरह से और एक environment में काम कर लिया, ऐसा नहीं है कि आप दूसरी environment में नए तरीके से काम नहीं कर सकते. एक openness आएगी तो नई skills अपने आप develop होती हैं. दूसरा जो निकल के आ रहा है कि आत्मविश्वास, एक self confidence to keep moving forward despite what people are telling you, people coming and sharing the amount of experience they have and how they could be knowing more, which could be true, but that doesn't make us less important. और हमारी जो हम contribution कर रहे हैं उनको कम नहीं माना जा सकता. तीसरा और एक बहुत बड़ा point of view जो निकल के आया है इस पूरी discussion के दौरान is about learning and asking for help. Asking for help doesn't come easy. मैंने बहुत लोगों को देखा है, getting that clarity is not easy. Even when we are developing website, people want that digital presence, but not having clarity as to what to go for. तो कहीं ना कहीं वो help मांगने से हिचकते हैं. आप बताइए, आप suggest करिए. Somebody who has a skill, we can definitely learn from them, and it's okay to show that I don't know, and not let those things come out. These messages are very, very strong, Cherry, and will encourage a lot of people to go about breaking that barrier which they may have made for themselves. You're also a single mom, and managing all these things, your career, along with your passion for travel, your adventure, you do a lot of things. Sometimes people can get stopped as a single parent to not explore or dream big or do bigger things. What are some of the thoughts of you on that aspect? If you had to coach guide somebody to break those.
I'm going to share 2 things. Very important, because ये question मुझे कुछ forums में पहले भी पूछा गया है, and I really believe, because I've been there, done that. 2 piece of advice that I would give it to all the single parents who are there, irrespective of a father or a mother. Let me be very honest, is first, a baby jab hota hai, every mother, you are connected to a child. Now, profession is also very important. I think it is very important to be independent, have your own profession. You need to have that kind of a growth path for yourself. If you're working and you want to pursue a career in life, after 6 months or maternity leave 7 or 8 months hoti hai, I decided to have cameras in my house and I hired a full-time maid. And I would check on my child. Sometimes I would come back home and do surprise visits to check on my maid. Because the feeling I realized, आप पहली बार एक baby को 6 months बाद छोड़े, Yeah, you decide, okay, I'll take a sabbatical for 3 years. And after 3 years, I will pick up my job. The feeling of the void that you will create, or the void that will be there of that closeness with the child, will be the same. या आप अपने बेबी को 6 महीने बाद छोड़ के जाएंगे, आपको वैसा ही फील होगा जब अपने बेबी को आप 6 साल बाद छोड़ के जाएंगे या 3 साल बाद पहली बार जॉब करने जाएंगे. The best part about it, the early it is, the child also sees that my mama is, my mama is a single parent, she's taking care of me. But a child gets used to seeing a routine for a mother. That she goes in the morning, leaves me at 9, and she comes back in the evening at this time. So she has a routine of hers. So it becomes easier on a long run for the child to adjust. So one thing which I want to tell all the mothers who feel that I'll take a sabbatical in 3 months and 4 years के बाद मैं फिर job लूंगी, आप बिलीव करिए, आपका जो पेन होगा छोड़ने का बेबी का, it will be the same as it would be when you would leave your child for the first time after 7 months. So you have to take a decision. What is the priority as a single parent at that point in time for you? If you have someone to take care of the child, please use that. Don't shy away in asking in case your mom is there or they're close by. You have to make arrangements yourself. There's nobody who's going to come. No in-laws, आपके in-laws ने आपके parents से बच्चे पाल लिए. So now it's your responsibility. So you have to figure out what is the option available for you. Honestly, it's your responsibility, not anybody else. Second thing, when you are into the profession and you're working, long working hours, sometimes it happens. You have meetings होती हैं, आप रात को late आ रहे हैं. One thing that I follow is when I come back home, आप बहुत चीजें आपके दिमाग में चलती हैं ऑफिस के बारे में. This happened or that happened. You are planning for the next day. When I get out of the car, मैं कार से बाहर निकलती हूँ, I close my car, I leave everything inside that car. I don't carry it on the staircase when I'm entering my house because my son is excited to greet me. He greets me with a smile. And if I come back with the baggage, thinking about आज ऑफिस में इसने ये बोला या आज ऑफिस में ये हो गया या ये मेरा पेंडिंग रह गया या मुझे ये कल करना है, I mean, I'm not going to enjoy the moment. And the moment is the child who's in front of you with a smile and looking at you and asking you, how was the day? And I think enjoying that moment is very important. And then important to spend time, quality time with your child, be it 3 hours before he sleeps. Get up in the morning, spend half an hour for yourself, jot down what are the things that you need to do at home or at work, create a priority list. Checklist should be there in the morning. And then when you leave home and sit in the car, take all the baggage back. And don't carry home with you when you're going to office. Unless the child is small and he calls you up once in a while and he checks on you as well, or you want to check, that's a separate thing. But don't carry those emotions back and you're not able to give yourself 100% at work as well. Very important to balance it out with work and with home. So one has to do that. Take out time for the child and do what both of you would do. We both travel together. He's my traveling partner. We've been abroad together. We've done some trekkings together. We've done diving together. So I think he's become moreover a best friend because we share a lot. And I do share with him. If I have had a bad day, I do come back and say, maybe I had a bad day. Sharing it with a child, it's like you are creating a bond with you which will go and last for long. So these two suggestions that I would want to give to everyone.
Fantastic suggestions, both of them, because कहीं ना कहीं एक helplessness का जो एहसास होता है when we are single parent is also real. But one can break that by setting a support system. जैसे आपने एक support system help के रूप में लिया. I've enabled and supported some more single parents who have that support system in parents, or they've got to make readjustments at home ताकि वो दोनों चीजें मैनेज कर पाए. कब ब्रेक लेना है, कितने टाइम के लिए आगे बढ़ना है, that is a personal preference, and that's a point that you also brought out very clearly, that you decide for yourself, but it's going to be the same because the bond with the child cannot be underestimated at any age. So
Absolutely.
We've got to gear ourselves for that. Another thing which you're saying, and I see a lot of single parents or parents shy away, is having those conversations with children that बच्चे नहीं समझेंगे या उनको अपनी दिक्कतों के बारे में बता के क्या करना है. You have re-established that fact that when we share that openness with the children, वो भी हमारे साथ openness के साथ अपनी problems को बांटते हैं. And those single parents who wonder, their holidays are not complete or they can't plan, things because they feel a lack of something. You have also given them ideas about how you can create those fun moments with your child while ensuring that everything else is also in place. Because एक रूटीन का होना, एक प्रिडिक्टेबिलिटी का होना और एक एनवायरनमेंट को घर पे किस तरह से क्रिएट करना है, वो सब हमारे कंट्रोल में है. हमारे जीवन की स्थितियां शायद हमारे कंट्रोल में नहीं होंगी हमेशा, बट ये चीजें हमारे कंट्रोल में है और हमें उनको लेकर आगे बढ़ना है. Wonderful points that you have shared, Cherry, over here, and we've been delighted to share it all with the audience. Before we conclude this discussion, we'd be happy to hear if you have any closing words, anything that you would want to share with the audience as a conclusion of this interaction.
So I'll share three things, Navita. One is I want to tell everyone who's hearing me today that हमें जिंदगी में बहुत लोग आते हैं, बहुत लोग बहुत चीजें बोलते हैं और हमारे अंदर एक नींव बो देते हैं, a seed. अगर हम उसको आगे बढ़ने देंगे, it will really cloud us. It will stop, it will hamper our growth. So somewhere down the line, अगर कोई आपके आत्मविश्वास को ठेस पहुंचा रहा है या आपको कॉन्फिडेंस को कम कर रहा है और आपको आगे बढ़ने नहीं दे रहा है, believing in yourself is one thing which is very important. और उस सीड को एक पेड़ में बनने मत दीजिए, उसको वहीं पे just cut it off so that you have your own direction, create that own path for yourself, because it's very important if you have a vision for yourself. So when you have a vision for yourself, you will do anything in this world to actually reach the goal that you have put it in front of you, and you will be very happy. Happiness is very important, and that will bring you happiness because that's something which you've designed it for yourself. One. Second thing which I would tell, because हम लोग की जिंदगी में आजकल जैसे COVID is there, a lot of problems come in, a lot of issues come in a personal life, in professional life. Please segregate that. I have a problem. Yes, I do have a problem. Do I have a solution to that problem? Yes, I have. So if you have a solution to that problem, please go and find the solution. अगर आपके पास उसका solution नहीं है, don't worry, because it will automatically would take a turn, give time some time, and it will find its own solution. If you don't have a solution, thinking about it, thinking about past, how the future is going to be, you're missing onto something which is the present. Live in the moment, and the things which do not have a solution, do not worry about them, and believe in yourself completely. So that's the second. And third is what I would want to, kind of really thank you, Navita, because, I've been going through a couple of videos. I've seen very inspirational videos of all the things that you mentioned Unakriti does. What I like is the transformation journey that you have with individuals. I think it does make a lot of difference. It is something, you're adding on to the world, you're doing a very good deed. And I think those transformation discussions that you do adds value to a lot of people's life. Please continue that. I really would want to thank the team of Unakriti, you, to having invited me here today. I had a very good time. आपसे बात करके बहुत अच्छा लगा. I'm reviving my time, though we spent for a very, short time duration we've spent. But I really enjoyed having this discussion today. Thank you so much for having me today here.
Thank you. And thank you for those fantastic words and the last tips that you have given. Very, very helpful. So with the messages that Cherry just shared with us, that दिक्कतें आएंगी, उन पे रुक के solution focused approach रखिए, and solution immediately नहीं मिल रहा है, तो it's all right, keep moving forward. पास्ट में स्टक रह के या फ्यूचर के लिए बहुत ज्यादा एंजाइटी रख के कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला है. दिस मोमेंट इज रियल एंड दिस मोमेंट फॉर अस. इस मोमेंट में अगर आपके आसपास कोई आपको इस तरह के मैसेजेस दे रहा है जो आपके आत्मविश्वास को, सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस को शेक करते हैं, टाइम टू टेक अ स्टेप बैक एंड गेन दैट, because there will be 10,000 people telling you what is not possible. Just one thing, if you decide and make it happen, those 10,000 voices will become weak against your voice. With those messages, we would want to remind you that we'll bring another very fascinating person like Cherry to share their journey of exploring multiple potentials. Till then, don't forget and continue to tap your avatars. And if you've still not subscribed to us, go ahead and subscribe this button down there and press the bell icon and give a like to this video if you enjoyed this conversation. See you very soon. Bye-bye for now.